Welcome to a brief explanation of empathy as one of the learning designs in the Newsfilm Online pedagogical exemplars. Now this is one of 10 learning designs, and empathy, we believe, is a very powerful way of motivating students to delve more deeply into issues that concern them personally and that concern others, and it's this appreciation of others which is crucial. It's important that this is handled in a sensitive way. And so we do see this as being something which, whilst it can be delivered in large groups, is something that does require a degree of personal face-to-face interaction so that the reactions can be measured and managed. It is possible to do this in a virtual environment, but it must be done sensitively, and academics will need to make judgments about whether the nature of the material they're dealing with requires a personal touch, a small group involvement, or whether it can be done at a distance. Now, the purpose of empathy is to ensure that individuals can learn to appreciate different worldviews, different perspectives, to walk in the shoes of another, as it were, and importantly to look at ways in which one is not simply trying to get learners to react to a particularly powerful or potent clip, but to react, to think through the consequences and to think through perspectives other than their own. In this example, I want to show you a brief extract, which runs for about a minute and a half, from Channel 4 News in November 1998, and to think perhaps that students might want to consider their own reaction, whether they empathise or with any of the views that are being expressed, and whether indeed these views, 10 years on in this case, would be considered still to be defensible. I'll play the clip for you now.
Welcome back. Now, as we speak, the House of Lords is debating controls over a practice which is already against the law and, according to many, a barbaric abuse of human rights. Female genital mutilation has been illegal since 1985, but campaigners say it's still going on and the authorities are failing to act. Like male circumcision, which is legal, those who carry out the practice claim it's an essential part of their tradition and beliefs. Sue Turton reports on a clash between individual cultures and universal rights. Viewers may find some images in this report distressing.
The British Medical Association estimates 3,000 to 4,000 girls are being mutilated here each year. The number of those at risk has grown from 10 to 15,000 in the last 3 years. Their own families believe it's a central part of their culture. This woman was mutilated in Gambia.
Do we have to go through the psychological pain? No. The emotional pain? No. Culture is culture. It's ideas, it's knowledge, but it's culture, it's not mutilation.
Would make a plea for the infant who has no choice in the matter if the religious circumcises could possibly be persuaded to allow the child to reach the year of maturity.
Male circumcision is in no way comparable to the trauma of female genital mutilation, but both are justified by culture and religion, and these communities don't believe those outside of their culture should interfere.
So one of the things which we might wish to see students do in this situation is to consider taking positions which may not be their own inherent position and to argue them in a balloon debate type model. But we might also want them to reenact and bring this scenario up to date. Could these positions be defended today? Might additional information provide a different insight? Would different cultural perspectives add different dimensions to a particular issue? And what we're trying to do is to get learners to contemplate the values that are being expressed by others so that they can reflect on their own, as well as the emotions, and to handle the emotion of debate.